What happens when mind readers fall in love, build a life together, and raise a child, all while performing impossible feats of the mind? Blending sharp humor with quiet wonder, the show explores family, memory, and the reality of growing up and growing together. Every moment is rooted in real life, making the impossible feat intimate, human, and unforgettable. Okay, on today's episode, I am speaking with the Modern Mind Readers. They'll be performing their show Mind Reading, Marriage, and Other Milestones at the Fundy Fringe Festival next week from August 18th to the 22nd. That's in the year 2026 for any folks listening in the future. You can grab tickets as well as check out the show times and locations at fundyfringefestival.com. All right, here we go. My chat with the Modern Mind Readers. Okay, thanks a lot for coming on the show today, Robin and Tabraze. I'm stoked to have you here as the Modern Mind Readers to talk about your show as part of the Fundy Fringe Festival next week, which is August 18th to the 22nd in the year 2026 for my listeners. The name of the show, Mind Reading, Marriage, and Other Milestones. Tons of questions I could ask just about that, but maybe you could give my listeners a breakdown or kind of a little intro on what they could expect.
Yeah, absolutely. So the whole show revolves around the fact that how our lives kind of progressed since becoming parents. So it's just a little insight as to two mind readers becoming parents now and how we're going about things and how we handle different situations.
Now, it sounds like being a mind reader while being a parent is probably like a good combo, but maybe that backfires.
You'd be surprised.
I find it works well. Like, as a kid, when your mom's like, stop doing that, I have eyes in the back of my head. Now it's a reality. It's like, not only can I understand, and now I know what you're about to do before you even do it. Yeah. So our little guy doesn't get away with anything.
Now, is it a hereditary condition? Is your little man going to be a mind reader?
I don't know. We'll see.
As every good parent, he's going to grow up to be a doctor or a lawyer. Yeah. He has no choice to say until he hits college and then tells us that no, he's going to do something else. Art school or so, whatever he wants to do, right?
Underwater basket weaving. But mind reading as a lawyer could probably be pretty useful.
I'm going to use that when he's older. I'm like, listen.
Yeah. So can we dive a little bit? No, I don't want to give anything away from the show, obviously, but like when you hear that it's the Modern Mind Readers, you think about mind reading. Can you just give I don't even really know exactly what that would all entail. So can you just give us a little bit of tidbits, like little crumbs of what it's all about?
Yeah, of course. Actually, if you want, I can give you a quick demonstration if you'd like.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Awesome. So here's what we'll do. I want you to think, for all of the listeners out there, I just want to clarify, first of all, we have not set anything up. We literally just hopped on this call, correct?
Correct. I've never met you before or spoken to you.
Perfect. I'll send you the check. I'll send you the check in the mail. So no, but we obviously we haven't set anything up, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to write down let's say a 3-digit number. And so I'll move my pen around a little extra so you can't really see the number I'm writing. Pardon my super messy handwriting here. But for the first time, nice and loud, what number are you thinking of?
A 3-digit number?
Yes. First one to pop in your mind.
712.
712. Now, why 712? Just out of curiosity.
I don't have a good reason. I just picked random numbers.
I love it.
Good enough for me. Because you see, this has not left your view at all. But I've written down one number. What number have I written down?
712. Now, that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand that. Yeah. It's kind of annoying. Like, it's like, what the heck?
Annoying, fun.
Definitely fun. I didn't, that's weird. I feel weird.
That's exactly what you're going to experience in the show. So we're going to take you on this journey, kind of talking about our lives and what we're going through as parents while doing this kind of thing. So you get to it's very interactive. So we like to have people on stage. If you're sitting in the audience, you're going to enjoy it. And it's really fun for everyone.
So I was prepared for you to like make a mistake and then I'd have to be like, no, it's okay. You can try again. But that's.
This is why we were on TV.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I wanted to mention, like, you're on Penn and Teller, right? We should probably drop that. Well, that's super cool.
Well, she says we, but like really it was more like she, and I was backstage like babysitting. So, there's a little envious, but
Okay.
But her success is my success. So.
Yeah, a team, right? The mind readers is plural.
Exactly.
So that's
Yeah, Robin.
Well, we applied like 5 times together and we didn't get it. But the second I applied on my own, I instantly got accepted.
oh, interesting. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
It's funny that she said that because she threw me under the bus on the show too, and she's doing it again now. But again, like I said, that shows that.
What's mine is yours, and what's yours is also mine.
Yeah. Wait a minute. No, but that actually, it's funny. This little banter that you see, this isn't scripted or anything. This is just how we are.
Yeah.
So you're also going to get a little bit of an insight to our family banter in the show as well.
okay. So what is is there a common reaction? My reaction was kind of like, what the heck? Is that a common reaction to folks who haven't seen a show like yours before?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're usually too stunned to applaud.
there's two things. During our show, we have a part that like Tabraze will go into the audience and people will hold up any object they want and I'll be blindfolded. And it really sucks for me on stage because I can't see anyone and I just pin drop silence. And I'm like, are they happy? And they're just like all jaw on the floor.
Yeah.
How do you come
What
across?
was the last comment?
No, go ahead.
We had on our tour, we had a guy say, what he said, I didn't know whether to.
Yeah, we were on tour recently, and no, this was in Tatamagouche.
Yeah, Nova
And
Scotia.
a guy walked up to us after the show and says, I don't know if I was supposed to be like creeped out or if I was supposed to be amazed. I'm a bit of both, to be honest with you.
That's kind of how I felt. That's why I felt like I felt strange. How do you come across these talents? How did you like discover this? Because obviously there's a mix of showmanship or whatever, however you want to say it, and then a mix of just skills and talent. So like, how do you mix these two together?
Well, when I was really young, my mom was I used to watch a show that a lot of Canadians, especially of our age group, would probably remember, Mystery Hunters. I used to watch that a lot, and there's a whole episode about like psychics, and one of them was talking about Uri Geller, and my mom was like, she's like, I remember when Uri Geller used to be on TV, and she was telling me all about how he'd like read minds and bend spoons and stuff like that, and I was like, I just saw that wonder in my mom's eyes, and I was like, I need to bring that to my mom because I was a second child, so my sister always got the attention, so I needed to pull some my way, and I started researching everything I could and started doing stuff to impress my mom. Next thing you know, I started just doing it around school, and the next thing you know, around town. And then I met my lovely wife, and I'll let her explain her side.
So for me, it was more of a connection to people. I'm very empathetic, so I was able to connect with people and really get a sense of how they were thinking and feeling. So that was a strong part of how I started into that. And then we actually met in high school. And that's kind of the best part about the Fringe is we're performing at St. John High School in the mini theater. That's where we met. Like, that's where our whole story begins, is in that theater, because he sat beside me and the rest is history.
What a psychic coincidence.
Wow.
Yeah. We're both St. John High School graduates. So it's very exciting because the Fringe is where we did our first show together here. St. John High School is where we first met. So it's really
So
exciting.
it's coming full circle.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love hearing those kind of stories. That's really neat. So you probably get these kind of stupid, like little joke questions all the time, but like, did you know that he was going to propose to you, Robin? Because you could already read his mind.
Yeah. So when he asked me, he didn't even like, sorry, it's such a funny story. He didn't even ask me to date.
Yeah,
He just,
I was like, hey, Robin. She's like, yes, I will marry you.
I will marry you.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I didn't even ask it yet. I'm like, it's fine. I would. And he's like, but I'm like, I would. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's hilarious.
Literally. We're high school sweethearts.
Ruined all the plans. I was like, oh, there's going to be fireworks and this and that.
Actually, he tried to propose like 3 times and I kept ruining it. So
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't ruin it. You knew the surprise before
it happened. He's like, I just want to surprise you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, that's great. I'm glad I asked that question because that's that's a lot of stuff going on there, really, actually. So high school sweethearts performing, where you met, Fundy Fringe, reading. Okay, that's fascinating. So how does your show come together and how's it evolved over the years?
So actually, this is for us. This show's fairly new. I'd say it's about a year and a half old.
Yeah.
So it's still in its infancy, but it really came about after our son was born. because like I said, once he was born, it was a matter of taking care of him and how do we handle it. And I was like, this would be a great premise for a show. So as time went on, we just little tidbits came about, like little, when you raise kids, you have these little quirks that come up from like parenting styles and, how you handle, I don't know, everything from dirty diapers to discipline to,
memories, traveling.
Yeah. Or like just even arts and crafts. Yeah. So all of that came together, and I was like, well, there you go, and that was also part of the show, was us looking at not only how do we raise him, but how were we raised. So, yeah.
So that during the show, it's exactly what we do, is we're doing these fun effects with people and doing mind reading, but also explaining our marriage and life, being mind readers and parents at the same time. So being able to show what we can do through the lens of a child, not a lens of a child, but like our relationship together.
Okay.
So it's very fun and interactive.
And you mentioned like kind of your childhood too. So you can kind of, I imagine you compare and contrast kind of the differences in parenting techniques that have evolved over the years.
Yeah. I grew up in a Latin household, and there was something called the chancla, which chancla, yeah. So for those who are unfamiliar, that's the flip-flop. So,
okay.
So, yeah. So anytime I misbehave, there's a flip-flop flying my way.
Yeah, that's a unique parenting technique that probably doesn't exist anymore. Or?
Exactly.
But it's a very fun part in the show. Like if you're on any social media and you see random videos of him getting slapped with chanclas, flip-flops, now you know why.
Yeah. Talking about my childhood.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Yeah.
That's our show's version of, well, back in my day.
Yeah.
So does your son make an appearance in the show, or is he too young to?
He does not. We try to keep him private. He just turned 3. Okay. So he's not on any social media or anything, but we are planning to have him at the end, the very last show, actually. To
spoilers, Raman.
Introduce him to everyone.
But it's fun that you brought that up. All the proceeds of he does kind of make an appearance on the show. You'll see.
Yeah, you'll see.
But so one of the things we're doing is all the proceeds for this show are going, 100% of the proceeds are going to his college fund.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So if you guys want my kid to have a good education,
gotta come to the show.
If he doesn't graduate from university, it's your fault. The listeners.
Yeah. Med school's expensive. Come on now, guys.
Especially if he's going to be a doctor-lawyer combo.
Doctor-lawyer mind reader?
Yeah, that's a tall order.
I can shake.
That's cool. So how often do you refresh, or let erase that question. I'd rather ask about learning new techniques, the way that, like a music, I come back to music a lot because that's where I come from. So you learn a new instrument, or you learn a new technique, or you learn a new chord progression. And as mind readers go, do you have to learn new techniques and kind of keep aware of where that scene is headed?
All the time, but it's that's actually why we're called the modern mind readers, because we actually take old techniques, old stuff that I've researched or that we've come across, and we just bring it to the modern age.
So these are kind of like, would you say call them classical techniques, like from the origins of the practice or the origins of the art?
Actually,
yeah,
for the most part. But actually, this show, it's all mostly original stuff. I'd say all of it, almost all of it is just original stuff that, like I said, it all came from that idea of like, well, how do two mind readers raise kids?
How do we take this premise and make something from it? So
a
lot of it is self-made. And with our shows, especially, we rehearse our shows and our scripts over 100 times before we ever step foot on stage. Mm-hmm. Because every show you have is different with every audience. And that's a big question that people always ask us, like, what am I expecting? I'm like, well, to have a good time. If you come in expecting to have a good time and want to be involved, you will have a wonderful time. It's a fun show. We make sure everyone's our friend on stage. We don't make anyone feel uncomfortable. So definitely coming in with a good attitude and a willingness to participate is the best thing, because everyone can enjoy, and every show is different in that sense, that no matter whoever the audience is, it's going to be different for that audience depending on what they do and say. And
that's a very good point, Robin, because that's another thing is people always kind of ask, like, well, what am I going to expect from a mind reading show? It's not going to be us standing on stage going, oh, when you were 2, you did this really embarrassing thing, didn't you? Like, no, it's mostly just us trying to make you the stars of the show, getting you to think of ideas that are going to be fun, that everyone's going to enjoy, and then making you the star of the show.
Okay, so there's plenty of audience participation.
Yes.
A lot of it.
And if you don't want to come on stage, that's fine. But we definitely make sure that everyone feels very comfortable when they do come on stage. We always tell, like, we don't consider anyone in the audience spectators. We consider them our friends. So we ask our friends to please join us on stage. And I find that's a really big thing because that's a big thing with public speaking. People always feel uncomfortable. So we go the extra mile to make sure that everyone's very happy during the shows and comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Now, because the audience is an important part of the show, does that feed into your expectations or like your nervousness? Like you're going out there with a little bit of uncertainty each time.
I love it.
Yeah, I'd say that's the most thrilling part.
Yeah, because we get to connect. You don't know what to expect, so it can go in so many different ways. And I think that's the fun of it, is seeing people's personalities shine on stage. It really is fun.
That's the thing too, is exactly as you said, Robin. When you do a mind reading show, it's what are people going to think of? And people think of some of the craziest stuff, and it just makes it so much fun.
Okay.
And that's what makes the show unique too, is every night you will see something new because everyone thinks differently.
So you could come to the show all 5 nights and it would be a little bit different every time.
I see. Okay, so there's a replay value, as they would say in the video game world.
Exactly.
That's interesting. So and
maybe with some extra end scenes.
Yeah. So there must be some improv on your side of the world, on your side of the game too, when you're performing.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, the shows must be like the scripting and this and that." I'm like, No, it's just us talking. Not a lot of scripting. You know what I mean? Like there's just maybe 1 or 2 jokes are scripted here and there, or we know kind of what direction we're going to go. Mm-hmm. But then the other, I'd say 85% is just, hey, let's make it up as we go along.
Do you have like any moments that have been like the most memorable in terms of an audience reaction that you kind of like measure other reactions up against?
Yes.
So, I mean, where to even begin, Robin? Jeez Louise. It's the things that what people bring to the show or the thoughts. I don't want to give away too much.
But the interesting objects that people can bring in their pockets is very interesting.
Okay.
And the things that they're willing to share with people out loud, it's like, whoa.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you just never know.
We were in England. Actually, yeah, that was a good one. We were in England and this lady, we were like, oh, okay, so think of your celebrity crush, right? And she writes a name down. And I like to ask a couple questions as I'm trying to reveal the thought and pick up on it. And I was like, oh, like this celebrity crush, you thinking like, what would you think if you met them? And she's like, oh, I'm not giving them the chance. We're making out like right then and there. This is an 85-year-old woman. And she's thinking about Tom Holland. So
yeah,
generational gap there. Well, it's good to have that kind of confidence.
Oh yeah, well, listen.
She was ready.
Zendaya's got competition with this lady.
Is there any hypnosis involved in the show?
No, we don't do hypnosis, mainly because we're both very bad at it. So
okay, that's a whole different
world. Yeah, no, it's a whole different genre, and it's not where we go into. So
okay. Well, that's fascinating. I don't really. This sounds like an interesting show because I don't really know what to expect. So I imagine a lot of listeners are probably. It's obviously one of those things you should go check it out to get the full experience. Obviously.
Well, I'll tell you this. Robin and I, we've done what 5 fringe shows altogether.
Yeah.
And every single time we've been an award-winning show, and that's. The main award that we always get is the fan favorite, which, I mean, that says something.
Yeah.
That everyone that comes to the show has a fantastic time. Mm-hmm. That's something that Robin and I can guarantee.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. And of course, if anyone wants to get psyched up, they could Google your performance on Penn and Teller, right, Robin? And you can see that it's super cool and interesting. So I'd highly recommend checking it out.
Just type in Robin Fool Us, and then any social media wise, it's just Modern Mind Readers. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, we're on everything.
That's awesome. Maybe we should go through the times here so everyone knows where they can check you out. You mentioned it's at the St. John High Mini Theater. So we have the first date on the 18th at 6:45 p.m. We've got 8 p.m. on the 19th. That's August 19th. 8 p.m. on August 20th. 5:30 p.m. on the 21st of August, and 8:30 p.m. on Saturday, the 22nd of August in the year 2026.
Yeah, we'd love to have anyone and everyone come.
Yeah. And please, after the show, come up to us. We love meeting everyone, because I got to say one thing. And, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. We wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't have had all the opportunities, everything, if it wasn't for the Fringe Festival. It means so much to us that not only are we coming back to the Fringe, but we're also performing like we said earlier. We're performing right where Robin and I first met, and it's just coming full circle. Like, hey, this love story started right in that mini theater, and now we're coming right back there to do the show.
Yeah, it's very poetic. It's very perfect. It's kind of like chef's kiss kind of moment. Where's the best place to send folks that want to learn more about you, besides seeing you in person next week, of course? Where's the best place for people to head on over to check out the Modern Mind Readers?
Yeah, so modernmindreaders.com, that's our website. Again, they can look us up on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, and also around the Fringe Festival, we're going to put up some posters with a QR code. That'll have a playbill to our show, but it'll tell you a little bit about both of us. And also at the start of the show, there will be a big display showing that same playbill. So they just have to scan that, and they can learn all about us there too.
Because we don't just do Fringe festivals. We do a lot of corporate events and parties and anything and everything. We do small venues, big venues, corporate. That's what the England show was. We were traveling on tour plus doing corporate shows. So we do it all, and we love to perform and give back to the community as well. So
beautiful. Well, I'm excited to, I hope to catch the show, at least one. I mean, it's playing all week, so there's plenty of opportunities. That's at the Fundy Fringe Festival next week, August 18th to the 22nd in beautiful city of St. John, New Brunswick. I want to thank you very much, Robin and Tabraze, for coming on the show. I really appreciate you giving me some of your time this afternoon.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay, for taking the time to talk to us. We really appreciate it.
Anytime. Thanks a lot.
See ya.